I've just got back to the yard and hooked the trailer up because we are going on a clinic today. It is a combination clinic, so it's dressage and show jumping. I am really nervous. I'm so excited, but like my heart is like, I don't know why I'm so nervous. I think I get nervous for lessons anyway, but I think just because it's like a new place, new people, new teachers, jumping, like, you know, it's just, oh, it's all a lot. It's a lot. I need to breathe. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. My mum and dad are meeting me there, so I've got to like load her up on my own. So I just need to get all the tack in the car. And yeah, that's it basically. I'm scared. So nervous. Thought I'd do a quick outfit of the day. I've got my HV polo shirt on and my new Premier Ashline breeches. I absolutely love these. And they're a 24-inch waist as well. Like, do you think I'm skinny? I can't believe they actually fit. When they arrived, I was like, did I order that? Like, why did I order that? But they do fit, so I'm buzzing with that, not gonna lie. Okay, it is time for me to get Bali in the trailer, so let's go and get the trailer opened up. I've put everything in. Oh, I need to do a hay net. Shit. We're here. I drove here by myself. I did really well. It was I actually feel really confident driving. Now that was a longer drive. That was a half an hour drive. I feel really confident. She's shouting. Oh, I feel really good. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I love how chilled out she is now. I just open the door and she just stands in there like a good girl. Come on. The only reason you're here.
Your outfit looks really nice.
Thanks. I like it.
It's lovely.
All that training.
I thought I would do a little voiceover for these parts because obviously it's just a long video of me riding, so I thought I'd like explain a little bit as to what was going on in the lesson, because you can't hear her because I've got a little earpiece in, which was so hard. I've never actually had a lesson with an earpiece in, and it is so much better because usually in a lesson, like, I find it hard to speak back, so I end up like holding my breath and like getting quite tense the whole time in the lesson, whereas in this lesson I was able to like chat and it just calmed my nerves a little bit, and I worked so much better, like being able to communicate with the instructor. Anyway, so when we went in, she asked me what I wanted help with in this lesson, and I said that I'm struggling to get a bending and getting the contact in the trot. I do find it a little bit easier in the canter, but obviously it's not perfect. But the trot is definitely where I struggle the most. She gave me a way to work on this, which was so... She put it in such simple terms, and it was like, oh my god, that makes so much sense. Like, why has no one ever explained it like that before? Like, when Bali is trotting, we sort of tend to, like, she ends up leaning in, then I end up leaning in. She said to me about, like, pretending that she's got airplane wings, and that my shoulders are like airplane wings and her shoulders are airplane wings. She was like, it's about getting those airplane wings straight first before you ask for the contact, before you ask for the bend. And once she explained that to me, it just sort of clicked, and then all of a sudden Bali had the contact so nicely for most of the lesson. Obviously her head was up and down for some bits, but towards the end of the lesson I had more consistent contact, which is something I've really struggled with. So I was just like, oh my god, this is amazing. So I was having such a good time, like it was amazing. Then she asked me to do some leg yields, and I was like, yes, because I've been working on this. But I've been doing this mostly on the ground. I haven't really done much in the saddle because I've never actually leg heeled a horse before, so I actually wasn't really sure what I was doing. So I thought, well, let's see what she thinks about this. And she was actually really quite impressed. Like, she was like, no, she bends really nicely in the leg yield. You're moving her over nicely. You're managing to keep her straight. So I was just like, yes, go me, because like I have been working on that for like the last couple of weeks. So I was absolutely buzzing that she complimented my leg yield. I was like, yes, I will take that. But it was nice to be able to ask her exactly what I'm supposed to do with my arms and like my legs, and it was just nice to get that confirmation, because obviously when I've been doing it on my own, I haven't really understood how to ask for it. So now I know, and I was like, woo, this is amazing. And then obviously you're doing a bit more trotting, and we were going from like sitting trot to rising trot, sitting trot to rising trot, and I had the contacts so nice, and I was like, oh my god, I was just buzzing. You can tell my face, I'm just smiling literally the whole time I'm having this lesson, because I was having such a good time, and I just felt it was really clicking. And Bali was so well behaved, and she was so easy to ride, and it was just such a lovely lesson. I will definitely be booking in for more lessons with this instructor, because I felt like she just explained everything so easily, and that is something I really tend to struggle with in lessons. Now on to the jumping. I was sort of thinking, yes, I'm going to go in. Obviously, I was hoping that I was going to be going in and jumping a course, obviously. But you've got to learn to walk before you run. And I went in there with, admittedly, no technique whatsoever, because I've never really had jumping lessons. And I just sort of point her at it and hope, and a lot of the time she does run out, because obviously there's no technique there, and we're not set up to the jump properly. So this is what he was helping me with. He put the canter poles out, and he was trying to get me to turn her like on a right angle, rather than like sort of bending her round. I was using a lot of inside bend, and he was like, no, that's wrong, you need to bring it, and you need to sort of get her to come back on herself, and then do a right hand turn onto the poles. And he told me as well where to look when I'm coming up to a jump, so no matter what size it is, I'm sort of more prepared of where to get my striding and everything. But he did compliment my canter. He told me to canter more from my seat, which really helped. Like, you can see it in these last few clips, she was just so much better. And he said that my striding was really good. She's got a really nice jump. And he's like, once you get this technique down, you'll be flying. You'll be jumping over jumps any size you want. So that's hopeful. Obviously you can see there that I'm still using my hands quite a lot. I do need to stop using my hands. And use my seat more and use my legs more, but obviously it's a lot to think about and it's a lot to learn, so I've got a lot to work on. But I feel like I've taken a lot away from this jumping lesson. That last one was really good, yay. So I feel like I'm gonna have a lot more technique now when it comes to jumping, and I'll understand more why she's doing what she's doing when we're trying to jump. I've just finished my clinic. That was amazing. She complimented my leg yield, which I've been practicing all week. She said, and she went so well in the dressage, absolutely amazing. We didn't get to jump a course in the jumping because we've got to learn to walk before we can run, do you know what I mean? So but I'm definitely planning on getting some more lessons, and yeah, I'm actually so made up of how well it went. She was amazing from start to finish, did not put a foot wrong. I'm so made up of her. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to be getting some more jumping lessons now. I'm definitely going to do another one of these clinics whenever they do the next one, because it was just so much fun, really easy, and oh, what a good day. Like, this is the best, I'm living the best life right now. Like, what is my life? Like, every time I do something with this horse, it just gets better and better. Like, she is just the best. Sorry, I said it, she's the best. Oh, and she's just been stood in that trailer for about half an hour whilst I was watching my friend ride and just chatting, and she's just been chilling, just standing there. Sorry, what?